Right, hello everyone. I am streaming RGT today. Hopefully you all can hear me. Excellent. Alright. A little bit of interference on the bottom of my green screen, but anyway. Never mind. Watch the stream. There you go. Ooh, not sure you can see it properly. Hopefully. Seems to be flashing between screens on here. Just going past the university library. So this is the new Leuven course, the UCI, part of the UCI Championship course. Back, gosh, a few weeks ago now, all the pros came down here and did some laps of this final circuit, which is a hard circuit. So first time today I'm playing the new all-in-one RGT app on PC. So far so good. Seems pretty seamless. It was all very last minute because I decided to stream. I thought, well, I need the PC to be able to stream the RGT on so I could go live, and yeah, it was all pretty seamless. So I'm my yellow leaders kit, because I normally lead a ride on a Friday, the Herd Friday Social. 6 PM UK time for anyone interested. It's a group ride, no racing, just a group ride with a pace up to 2.0 watts a kilogram. I don't exceed that. Well, my average doesn't exceed that. Just coming past the railway station and the bus station in Leuven. There we go, on the right. I think in a minute we'll be coming up to the City Hall and St Peter's Church, which you'll start seeing in the distance. So actually, St Peter's Church is very right all the way in the distance there. Just going to start coming into view now. So yeah, RGT Thursday went from a 2-app format to a single app format. So yeah, for me it's been pretty straightforward. Worked really well on Apple TV. That was probably the most cost-effective way of getting set up in the virtual world for all cycling apps. But you know, I can't remember. The Apple TV under £200 maybe, or just over £200. But compare that to a high-level gaming PC, then definitely makes a difference. And the graphics are really good on the Apple TV. So here we go. We're coming up to City Hall, straight in front of us, and then as we go round the bend on the right will be St Peter's Church. So I know Leuven quite well because my company head office is just literally a few miles outside Leuven city centre, and I normally stay in a hotel in Leuven when I'm there. So there we go, City Hall left. Now coming on your left is St Peter's Church. Yeah, graphics look very nice and super slick on the PC, but compared to my Apple TV, it's not a huge amount of difference, which is good. Very similar. I do like the single app format. I know it's had some mixed reviews, but I really like its simplicity now, and the fact you can connect all your Bluetooth devices and all your Amp Plus very easily. And it sounds like it's going to make future development easier. So that's only better for RGT, because it'd be great to see further improvements, more courses, and a quicker turnaround of some of the updates that come through. Hopefully it's a smooth stream today. So let's see how we go. I might do a couple of laps, but 46 people online. Not sure about this merino top I've got on. It's going to get very warm, but I tried to put one of my other tops on, a black one, and it looked like I was almost the invisible man against the green screen. So just a very quick change. So coming down to the canal area. Now I think I'm right. Stella Artois is down this neck of the woods. I have seen it. It is a little more prominent when you're driving around Leuven. There is a big Stella Artois sign. So the Kaiselberg coming up now is the first climb on my lap. Lots of Deloitte sponsorship. There is a Deloitte office in Leuven, been there, and there's a very nice one at Brussels Airport. Beautiful Deloitte office. Fantastic coffee in there. So just at the bottom, the first climb. Not going for any huge quick times, not long post-COVID. So certainly haven't got my top end at the moment. I do tend to start really breathing heavily currently. So taking it easy and gradually working my way back into some virtual miles. Interestingly, I've just looked at that. I haven't got a heart rate monitor on. It took me too long messing around with the green screen. I normally don't use a green screen, but I had it for Christmas, and I thought, well, it's about last year. I thought it's about time we set it up and start using it. So that's taking me a little while. It's not picking up my cadence, I've noticed. Pick up my power, I think. Let's just put yeah, there's a little bit more of a delay at the moment on my PC than the Apple TV. This is a short climb, so that's good. We're getting up to 6.6% slope. So those aren't familiar with RGT, you can see top right. Oh my gosh, my frame's per second slow, isn't it? Need to look at that on my PC. My power, my cadence, which is not registering at the moment. So I obviously haven't connected the sensors quite so correctly. I think what I might do is just let's get to the top of this hill. Actually, not much of a delay on the turbo with the power versus RGT actually. Certainly need to get my frames per second up. I have to mess around with my PC settings. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. I know I'm streaming, but let's try and do this live then. So menu, sensors, cadence. There we go. Let's see what that does. It's interesting actually, power meter, fitness equipment. It's almost picking up my Wahoo twice, because my Wahoo is the only thing I've got in here which will connect in that way. And now I've connected all the control. Let's see. Don't know what control. Let's collect control as well. Ah, there we go. Look. Feels like my Wahoo climb is kicked into life. So yeah, have a look at that. So menu on the left hand side, sensors, and now I've made sure everything's connected to my Wahoo as opposed to individually. So it's only a case of hovering over and click on it, and it's when they go green, you know you're all good to go. So that's better. Okay, close it with a cross in the top left. Here we go. So quite a few people on at the moment. Looks like 47 real people, I think. Yeah, excellent. Okay. So yeah, top left is the power, as you can see, 134, 139 at the moment. Got my cadence back, 76. Let's go down this hill. Heart rate. I haven't got my heart rate. Normally use a Wahoo ticker, but I need to replace the battery. Hopefully one of those is coming in with Tesco shop today. And then you can see the rider list on the bottom left. And you can see my name is slightly blacker. There's a nice black box so you can easily identify yourself. I feel that seems to have changed as well. I might be wrong. It's just these little things you do notice when you really look at it, but it's nice because it stays still and the riders around you move based on their position. Initially, back in the early days, your name would move around, which on rides, trying to maintain a pace of up to 2.0 was a little challenging, so it's nice now your name is static in the rider list. Not behind anyone, but if I was drafting, you would get a power save underneath the power and cadence values. So if you go over to the right hand side, you can see now I've got my current speed, 33.2 kilometers per hour. Next climb is about to start. How long I've been riding, 17 minutes. Distance, 6.84 kilometers. 8.5 kilometers remaining for this lap. You see you've got the climb coming up, 33 meters. And the segment's timed. So you can see it's popped up another window, which I'm probably covering slightly, showing you all the details of the King of the Mountain, your personal record, the all-time best time, the current time on my segment, and how much further to go. You can see I've got 1,700 and 1,700 to go, less now. But the segment was 1,785 in total. Another thing I've noticed, I haven't turned my elevation map on the bottom. So if you go back to the right hand side, you can see I'm on a 2.4% slope. It's in green, so for now it's still just green. Changes based on the severity. And you can see the segment on the actual elevation map is red. So you can see when the segment starts and when the segment ends. Now interestingly, let's have a look. Because again, as I said, I haven't used the PC up until today. Menu, options, Unix metric. Okay, graphics are high, sounds on, good. All tags are on the riders, I like to see that. Rider interface on, segments on, riders list on, chat on, power, distance and slope. Where's the mini map then? I can't see the mini map on this on the PC version. Maybe I'm missing something. You have to let me know. Yeah, on the Apple TV there is a, on the right hand side, just above the chat, when there's chat, there's a mini map of the whole course, showing you the whole route, which is nice. Which is a new feature. No doubt I have to turn them on. So I'll have to look at that. I thought it might be as easy as on the menu screen. If you start touching the screen, you can see a number of options come up. Third person view, change your camera angle, like so. That's quite nice. It's almost as if you're actually there. Feels like it going up this hill the way I'm heading at the moment. Drone cam. Motor cam. That's quite nice. I quite like that one sometimes when I'm live streaming some of my herd rides. If I'm being followed behind in a motorbike and they go past you, draw up alongside you. Quite nice. Race cam, so as if some spectator view. See me go past there. Should be right in my herd kit really, but had a few technical issues getting into here this morning. Third person again. Little wave. Look behind, which is a great feature for when I'm doing my herd rides. See where people are and if we're still a good group or I need to slightly lower the pace. Chat's nice. See, not liking this chat, but they might be different on the PC. Let's just do it again. Hello all. Okay, so that's a lot better on the PC, the chat function. If you do it that way on the Apple TV, it opens a separate window with a bar and all the letters to type. Then you have to press done, then you have to press send. Unless, of course, which I use, is the actual RGT remote app, which is good. Bring it up. You can download that off the App Store or maybe straight from the website these days, but that's what it looks like. So there's 4 tabs to press: remote, riders, shortcuts and chat. And if you click chat, you can see you can just type away on the iPhone like you used to do without bringing that extra window up. So if I just tap hi and done, you can see hi comes up. So it's much easier to use the remote for chatting on the iPhone. Otherwise, it's a bit clunky for the Apple devices. But the PC works well, it seems. What else on here? Shortcuts. Yeah, I can wave on the shortcuts. It's a nice shortcut, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a nice lot of shortcuts. You can even quickly reduce your trainer difficulty or up and down by 5%. I tend to leave mine on 100% just because I like to make it as real life as possible. But people do like to adjust it down. Does mean also you're saving on your gears because you are changing less often, so less wear and tear. Hot in this top. Just set that nice little descent now. Straight into the next climb. Now this one has a little sharp, steep one to begin with. Let's see, you can see 6%, and then it goes into a gradual slope. A little bit of a beast, really. I mean, not racing on this circuit, you've got to be very strong, particularly the finish, because the finish line is a drag all the way up, at over 500 metre drag up to the finish line. So you've definitely got to be a strong finisher. You know, be good. Someone who's probably good at the monuments, for example, would be good at these. I always used to say Sagan, but these days Van Aert or Matthias van den Poel, well, you know what they do, they put out 1600 watts or whatever for the first part of the final climb on the Strade Bianche. Unbelievable power. And could maintain that for, well, quite some time. Good old me, who think my maximum power is about 1350 or whatever. And that's only for probably touching for a matter of less than 10 seconds, I expect. See what I mean now? I'm on that steeper part. It's getting up to nearly 8%. Got some company. Bento. One thing would be nice is the ability to have full names, because when you're chatting, talking on the ride, I either forget or I just never know. So when I'm typing, I'm having to say Bento in this situation, whereas I would prefer to use the first name. So just a gentle ride round this morning, not pushing it at all, especially as I'm wearing this top and it's making me sweat, and I've had the heating on, so I'm not going to make Sav look a dripping mess in front of the camera. Bikes. Good local bike store to me in Frome. Story, which I don't do very often, but I went out on a bike ride, forgot my water bottle, so thankfully for them I managed to stop in the shop and buy one. Brilliant coffee. Ended up having two cups of very strong coffee, so definitely had to go for a ride then, based on how wired I was. I've been trying to mess around with the noise reduction software, because my Wahoo climb makes a bit of a squeaky noise. Well, I expect my bottom bracket is slightly, but certainly my Wahoo climbs make a bit of a noise. Here we are, look, this is probably I'm being the heavier of the two here, so I can roll on past on this 1.2% slope. humidity I've got in here now. Yeah, 71% humidity in my room now. Some people are saying RGT's being a little bit heavy on the processing speed of the PC. It might have been a little judgery for me then, but I'm running at quite a low frame rate, aren't I? That's not good. I need to adjust the settings there. Still descending at the moment. Yeah, so back to the remote app. I'm liking that for RGT on the phone. You've got the remote, which actually allows you to navigate the menu on your screen using your phone. That's quite nice. And actually, do you know what's nice as well? So you're on a herd ride, and I'm leading one, and I want to keep looking back just to see how people are. It remembers, it stays on the last menu option you selected. So, right, pretend I'm in a herd ride now, look, you want to look back, press select, see it's already white on look behind. Press it again, look back. Which for me is really good. And I suppose another one would be chat. You want to keep, that would be a, let's have a look and see how that works on here. Can't type a message on my phone on the PC, so because the keyboard doesn't come up, so I wouldn't do that option on here for the PC at the moment. Shortcuts again, yeah. Skip interval, so that's probably when you're doing some of your training. You can skip a certain interval. Wave, you know what that is. Look behind. Trainer difficulty plus 5%, trainer difficulty minus 5%, and change camera. So that's quite nice as well. Be able to change that quite a lot easier on the phone. So I'm not having to lean across over here to the PC. And then the last option is the end of the ride. It's got to be quite close to change camera, so better watch that. There is another little nice mode I like. It's when you on the PC, it's the spectate mode, which is Shift F6, I think, to put you into spectate, and then you can use the mouse on your laptop or any other device. So you do that. Oh. Yeah, looks like it is still. There you go. So I'm using the laptop mouse now to zoom in and out. Careful not to see some of the buildings. Oh, well, I don't know, that's right. Zoom in, there we are. I can zoom in and zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. No, let's get to see a bit of Lurven. Don't zoom out too much, maybe, because there's only some of the graphics around in that vicinity. That's very cool, though, isn't it? It's good for when you want, if you can use the page up, page down, you can actually move between the riders as well, which is good if you're streaming and it's like elimination race and you're watching for each person disappearing, or you're in a group ride and you just want to view and see where everyone is. So I'm just going to do Shift F6 again just to get me back into non-spectate mode. Get back up on the pedals. There we go. So that's the church. I think that is the church is the name of the segment. So that's St Antoniusburg. Nice cobbled section. You go past the spectators. If you look at the bottom left, Nigel Smith, you see how he's managed to put his full name in. I've done the same, but of course I like to have lead within my name just to show people that I'm the leader of the herd ride on the riding list, so I can't fit Payne in. It'd be nice to know what club you're in as well, that would be nice if it was on there. See you later. Right. That's my wife there. She's off out. So, yeah, how much further we got? 1.6 to the end of this lap. And maybe then I'll stop the live stream. Don't want to bore you with a whole another lap of me wittering on. But I'll give you a quick review in Urban. Some of the locations within it and some of the functionality of the app. Any of those that are new to it. Here's my live ranking. You can see I was very slow on that segment. Live ranking on the right there a minute ago. Here we go, this is the kilometre to go banner. There you go, see the power? It's seeing I'm 25 metres away from the lead rider in front to gain that draft advantage. So let's try and get it. Try and get it down. Coming behind them. Try not to sweep past them, latch onto them. They are saving 32 watts. There we are. Ooh. Saving some wattage behind him. Yeah. But then of course we're going up a hill. So the draft advantage is less as you're going up a hill. A little bit. 600 metres to go. .400 metres to go. Just kicked up a little bit, I think, isn't it? That's how it looks. Just under 1% at the moment. Piercing little. Comes back down again. Oh, that's okay. 0.6. You have to make it 10 miles because, well, I just want it to be 10 miles. Big Deloitte banner. There we go. It's a lap of Urban for you. just something to bear in mind for any new people, is on the left. Anyone who has a flag on the rider list is a real person. Anyone with an RGT grey flag with white logo is a bot, computer bot. Just let you know. They're all doing set watt per kilogram, I think, and you can use those to draft as you would a normal real life person. Here we are, coming up to 16 again, 16, go a little bit faster. Right, thanks for those who did join me, and hopefully those who watch it afterwards will find this useful. And I will see you again soon. Okay, thanks everyone, bye.